Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. This week I am planning out the week for September 6th through the 12th using this planner Pixie Winnie the Pooh themed kit. I have no idea what it's called. I got this kit last year. This is an older format. I hope she brings it back and updates it, but here's the foil that Planner Pixie came out with to go with it, and then I have all the Sadie stickers foil to pull in with it. So let's go ahead and just get into it, starting per usual with the bottom washi here. I'm getting caught up. This will be the plan with me that catches me up, so exciting, and usual just disclaimer here. I live in a noisy area. There's a lot of construction, a lot of foot traffic, a lot of traffic, so I apologize now for any of the background noises and or crows, because I do notice them. It's weird with the crows. I don't notice them as I'm doing the voiceover, but I always watch my videos back in full before I upload them. I have this like weird paranoia about, I don't know, something being in them I don't want. So I always do it just to be safe, and I notice the crows in the audio when I'm listening back, but not as I'm actively doing it. I don't know, I just find that interesting. Speaking of being paranoid about leaving things in videos, Jordan Cheyenne, who's a YouTuber who I've followed for years, but I also know her in real life and have met her, if you guys haven't been following it, she definitely should have watched that video back before posting it. The whole thing is just disgusting, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. But yeah, so that really didn't help my paranoia with, not like I have a kid to do that in a video with, but like, I don't know, I just get paranoid that I'm gonna accidentally leave something in. And as for background noise, you know, we got people dropping metal outside, there's now a helicopter, I heard people talking, all sorts of chaos here as per usual. I decided to just go with gold foil this week. It really took a lot in me to not make it another gold and red mixed metal spread. It would have been the third gold and red mixed metal spread, though, in a row. And I just decided I had enough gold foil that was from the Sadie stickers bundle that it wasn't worth also pulling in red foil, but I do think red would have also been a great option for this kit. Yeah. I love red foil. I'm going to just keep saying it. But part of me regrets not pulling it in or not getting other, like, honeycomb foil in red. I think it would have been really cute. But then again, honeycomb's more of a yellow. Well, in real life, it's like a brown color. But in animation, it's like a yellow color. I'm just rambling at this point. This week, I just feel like a lot happened, so I'm kind of just waiting to get to the day by day, and hopefully I have enough time to talk about it. You guys are going to see my nails change throughout this footage. Those are from Color Street that I have on now. Here I'm just using some undo, which if you want to learn more about that, you can check out my planner toolbox video. I will link it per usual, and it explains all sorts of tools that I use to make planning easier. If you are a beginner and you don't know what this stuff is, if you don't know where to get this stuff, I got you. That video is your place to go. Here I'm just putting on the Planner Pixie bottom washi, and it says, sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in our heart. And it went with this kit, so I had to get it. And then this one is from Sadie stickers. Any of like the strict honeycomb pattern is Sadie stickers. Here's the other half of that Planner Pixie washi. I decided to put it at the top to kind of mix some of that hard honeycomb symmetrical foil with the whimsical, more doodly look of the Planner Pixie foil. I do this quite a bit. You'll see me do it with the page flag as well that I'm going to put at the top. Yeah, really trying to mix the two, marry the two, the hard versus, like, again, the more organic-y, doodly look, I guess, so to speak. This kit format was difficult for me to use. Like I said, it's one of her older kit formats. There are no little things, so that is always a massive struggle for me when a kit doesn't have little things. But we made it work, and I like the way it came out, which is very, very exciting. Here, I'm just alternating the foiled headers that I got from Sadies stickers. Some of them are actually like foiled page dividers. I just used them as headers because I thought they were cute. I used, I think, 3 different ones. Yeah, I have the dotted lines, the bees, and then what I'm calling the partial honeycomb. I don't know what they're actually called. I also have the full honeycomb, and I'm going to use those on the sidebar. I didn't want to put them in the day by day because they looked too much like the underlays, and I thought that they were going to blend in too much. So I saved those for the sidebar. Here I am putting up that page flag, mixing part of the leftover bee foil with the honeycomb to, again, mix that doodle with the hard look like I was talking about. You guys, I'm filming this voiceover on Tuesday, September 14th. Shout out to my little brother. It's his birthday. I don't actually have a real little brother, but he might as well be my little brother. And anyways, that was not my point. My point was going to be that it feels like fall today. And I love it. Like, the basic white bee in me is so happy. I drank my pumpkin spice this morning, curled up in a blanket with Lucy, edited the entire footage for this video, and cut and filmed the script and outro portion of it while watching Harry Potter. Like, chef's kiss perfection. Couldn't have asked for anything more out of a morning. But here we are getting into the day by day. So this week I used these paper Shire Winnie the Pooh TVs to mark anything planner related this week. So on Monday I'm just marking that my sticker haul number 6 went live. So of course that'll be linked for you as well. Sorry, I'm just writing down the time in my phone. I'm trying to make my life easier and remember to do that so that it makes my life easier. Anyways, I woke up early that day to work out before flying to Nashville. That plane is from Plannahannah. I do have a code with Plannahannah. It is Rosey15, so you can use that to save 15%. Or if you are buying something that's on sale, you can leave my name in the notes to seller section at checkout to still get my freebie. Love Hannah so much. So then I used a Stick with the Plan Co. Girl. I used different, I tried to pull in as many Winnie the Pooh character stickers this week, so I played more Disney Emoji Blitz. I played that every day this week. Then I used a Heffalump. I believe a Heffalump in Winnie the Pooh is the one that they think is imaginary. I thought it was funny because when we got to the airport in Nashville, the rental car place was like, "You didn't rent a car. We have no evidence that you rented a car." And my mom was like, "I totally rented a car," but she didn't, spoiler alert. So luckily they had some available still, so we had to rent a car. And then we get to the hotel and they didn't have our reservation because mom didn't check out again. But luckily they still had a room available, so I had to mark that because it was a complete disaster. Moving into Tuesday, I went and looked at a house that I put an offer in on, and the inspection had been bad, but it ended up not being as bad as we thought it was. So we went to look at the house, and I fell in love with it. So it looks like I'm getting the house and moving to Nashville. So that's basically what that day was about. And then I got to see my parents' new house for the first time, and that was pretty much like the bulk of Tuesday. Then moving into Wednesday, the first thing I marked was that when my mom went to check us in for the flight on Thursday, they had booked us on the wrong flight home. It was supposed to be direct. It had 3 stops. So it turned into this whole like nightmare, and we ended up having to have a layover in Dallas. But it all worked out. But at the time it was like, Mom, what did you do when you booked this trip? Like, I'm oh, it was testing my patience, you guys. I can't even tell you. So we went back to my parents' house, and then we had some time to kill, so we went and looked at furniture. We ate a lot of good food that day, and then Big Brother was on. Moving into Thursday, the first thing I'm going to mark with another paper Shire sticker was that my pizza plan with me went live, which, again, it's linked. But this day I really struggled to figure out how I wanted to make everything fit and get it to lay down. So you guys are going to see me ruin that sticker and the Winnie the Pooh one, the original one I put down. Shift all this stuff around multiple times. That stuff is not staying there. I don't know why I struggle bust so hard on this day. But it was a complete disaster laying this day down. But back to the actual plans. So flying home, our first plane out of Nashville to Dallas takes off early and lands early. Now, if you know, the Dallas airport is huge. So we land in Dallas, and we're supposed to go from Terminal A originally to Terminal D. That ends up not happening. And not only do we not even have to switch terminals, it ends up being in Terminal A. It ends up being the exact same gate and plane that we flew in on, that we're then flying out of Dallas on. So that exchange was so easy. I got to see a rainbow from the plane for the first time, which was just magical. And then there was this couple on the plane that I nicknamed the Mask Couple. I don't even know where to begin with the enrage these people infuriated me with. They were playing games with the flight attendants, not wearing their masks when they would walk by, putting them up. And then also, they weren't even in their proper seats. The husband was supposed to be actually in the seat in front of me, but they wanted to sit together, so without asking, he took this other gentleman's seat, and he had to take the window, even though he didn't like the window, because they refused to move. And then the husband had the audacity to pull down his mask to cough into his hand. Moving on. Friday, I had my first pumpkin spice latte of the season. I cleaned out my old bedroom. I started watching CSI again because I saw that they're bringing it back. How exciting. My mom made this bomb salad and pasta, and we baked some cookies. Then on Saturday, September 11th, the first thing I marked using this sweet Avis paper Statue of Liberty sticker was that it was the 20th anniversary of 9/11. I posted about it on Instagram. My neighbor was one of the pilots who died, who was killed from the terrorists before the plane hit the first building. He was on American Airlines Flight 11. I feel like everybody that was alive during that time has a really interesting, not everybody, but a lot of people have a really interesting story, and none of us will ever forget that day. So anyways, then I was supposed to have a hair appointment, but it got canceled, which is unfortunate, but not that big of a deal. I took advantage of that time to film all the things to make this catch-up happen. NASCAR was on. Hi, truck. Thank you. So I marked that, and then I use a Mr. and Mrs. Mint planner sticker and script sticker to mark that I picked up with organizing my character stickers this night. I'd fallen behind from hauls and stuff, and I just needed to do some catch up. I'm still not caught up, but we're working on it. Moving into Sunday, I made scripts and edited, again, trying to catch up on YouTube. CSI was on in the background. I took some time this day to go read in the sun. I'm reading The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Then I got Pizza Hut. Both those stickers are from Ilza Planned It. Organized some stickers. I started watching this 9/11 documentary on Hulu. You guys, I've watched quite a few 9/11 documentaries, and this has to be one of the best I've seen. And then I cleaned out my pantry. Pretty exciting stuff. Here is what I have left over in the kit. As you guys can see, I used a lot of the boxes and labels, and here's what I have left over in the foil. So still can use these headers and dividers and other spreads, lots of date numbers, bougie boxes, only 2, and another set of bottom washi. I don't remember where I got this font from. I was having a hard time finding a font for this week. I really wanted one that looked like the Winnie the Pooh font handwriting, and this was the closest I could find, so I went with it. Not really that exciting. Not really, I mean, it's kind of close, but not perfect. But I wasn't going to spend any more time looking for a font than I already had, so this is what we went with. And if you want to know how to make your own scripts, the video is linked. But I just speed through these at a really, really fast pace because I think it's honestly pretty boring to sit through myself. So here we get a little wiggle, a little Viv wiggle. Who remembers Viv Loves to Plan? I feel like her videos, I miss them. But, you know, sometimes we all have to move on to other things. We have to dedicate our energy elsewhere. That's okay. But right now, a lot of my energy is dedicated into my own channel. So here is the close-up of this week. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. If you are struggling, dealing with depression, anxiety, or anything, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I like to have an open door policy with my DMs and let you guys know that you always have a friend in me. I hope you guys have a great week that we are currently on, the 13th through the 19th. Can't wait to show you guys that spread, and I'll see you in that plan with me. Bye, friends.